Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Gilberto. I'm a software engineer and you are in the Selfish Engineer channel. Here we talk about technology, especially Java. And in this channel, we don't have that bunch of edition. We'll go direct to the point. It is the second video of this series of video where we will try to answer questions about Java, JWT, database, and things like that. So that's it. Let's one detail. How it will work. I will ask you some questions and I will give you some time to answer it. If needed, you can pause the video and put your thoughts, your answers in the comments. And then I will give you my own answers so that you can compare your answer with mine. So that's it. Let's go. I will change my screen here. And here we are. JWT, authentication, and authorization. Right now, consider that you are being interviewed, okay? So, let's try to answer these 4 questions. What are authentication and authorization? What is token based in JWT authentication? What are the parts of JWT token? And last one, where JWT token reside in a request. Let's try to answer it. First, what are authentication and authorization? Answer it for me. Pause the video. If needed, put your answer in a comment, okay? Let's go. Authentication is the process of identify who the user is. For example, when the user do a login in your application on your website, they type the email and the password. You use this to validate if that user exists in your database. Okay, that's authentication. Verify who is the user. Authorization, for the side, is validating if an authenticated user have access to the resource that he wanna access. For example, if you have a store, when you sell clothes, you have the clients, the user that will buy something. This user have some types of authorizations. They cannot access the administrative part of the site to change the configurations. So for do a login, to use the cart, to select things, they can do it, but to change the application configuration, this user cannot do. So that's the difference between authentication and authorization. Authentication, who is the user? Authorization, what this user can do. Okay, let's check the answer. Compare with mine, and put in a comments so that I can know how it is going and tell me if you are liking or not. Let's check it. So the answer, authentication, is a process of verifying identity. Super short, and that's authentication, okay. And authorization is the process of allowing an authenticated user access to resources. That's it. Okay, next question. You are being interviewed. What is token-based and JWT authentication? Try to answer me. Pause the video if needed. Put in the comments your answers. Let's go. Let's try to answer it. I like to answer it going to from the final to these questions to the start. So, what is JWT authentication? It's important. It's important because when you are trying to answer this type of questions, you don't need to follow this order to answer because it can be some joke with you. You can choose how to answer. It will facilitate your answers. Okay, let's go from the final to the start. What is JWT authentication? JWT authentication stands for JSON Web Token. That's nice because we now know that this is a JSON format, and it traffics in a web. So very good. And what is a token based, especially JWT that is our scenario? I'll explain to you how it works. It's the better way to explain it. How it works. So we have two processes: authentication and authorization. And the authentication happens when the user types the credentials in a website and sends it to the server. The server will process it and then will return a token to the client, to the web browser, for example. This token generally is stored as a cookie. And then at each request from the client, they will send this token in each request, because at each request, each solicitation for resources, I will verify if the user is authorized to access it. Makes sense now? Authentication and authorization. Yeah, when I send this token at each request, the server will always check if the user can access that. If yes, okay, the data, the resources asked will be returned. If not, they can receive 400 status, HTTP status, a 401 or 403. It depends of its scenario. So that's it. That's how authentication and authorization works. Sorry, what is the answer for what is token based in JWT authentication? Yeah. So put in the comments what the difference is between my answer and your answer. It's how I choose to answer it. Let's check here what I put here as answer. So here I said that JWT stands for JSON Web Token, and how it works. We have 80 steps. The user send a request using the username and password, and then the server will process it. We'll try to authenticate the user via JWT. Okay, the server will return the JWT token. The client will store it commonly as cookies, as I said. And then the client sends the token with every request to the server. Yeah, that's nice. Server will try to process it, validate the signature each time they were sent. If it's okay, the server will send the data to the client, and the browser will display the information. Generally, yeah, generally. So that's it. That's it. Let's to our next question. That's been nice. So, these are tough question. What are the parts of JWT token? Try to answer it. I'm interviewing you. You are trying to get your dream job. Okay. what are the parts of JWT token? I will answer now. JWT ports, we have three ports in JWT. The header will contain the algorithm we are using to encrypt or decrypting the information, and the type of this algorithm that generally is JWT. We also have the payload. The payload claims the payloads contain the user data, the information about the user. Yeah, to keep it simple, that's it. It's enough answer to these questions for this question. And last one, we have the verified signature, which is checked if these tokens are correct or not. So these are the three parts of the JWT token. Let's check it. Let's open it and check in here. Yeah, three parts. The header which contains the algorithm alg as an attribute used, and the type of the token. Yeah, what I said. We also have the payload, which contains the claims whose user information. Okay. And verify signature, which verifies, okay, the user's signature. That's it. Okay. Now, our last question. That's simple. That's simple. Tell me what you were thinking about the session of Q&A, this interview, and suggest to me other topics for the next video, and hit the like button if you are appreciating it. Okay, let's go. Where JWT token reside in a request? Where JWT token reside in a request? Okay, it's tricky because we have two steps. You need to pay attention that I'm asking in a request. Okay. When the user is authenticated, the token will be generally in a cookie. It's a common use, but in a request, I always send this token in a header. That's other pattern. It can be in a different place, but in a header is the most common, and well, how it is generally used. So that's it. We finish our review. I hope you get all the answers. You got all the answers right. Put this put your feedback in the comments. Let me know how good or bad you was here, and suggest me new videos, new topics, and things like that. That's it. See you in the next video. Bye.